Yo, what's up? It's 24K Golden, and you're watching 2K TV. Make sure to check out my new song, Prada, with Lil Tecca, in the new season of 2K22.
Congratulations to 2K22 cover athlete Candace Parker and the Chicago Sky on the WNBA 2021 championship. What an impressive performance all season long. Now, are you ready for Season 2 events? There are
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Terrific view of the nighttime traffic. Before we get...
Brian, thanks.
He is deadly, Allie. Thank you. And here in October, we have a little indication of what may be coming in the East. You take a look at the Bucks. Right now, 5th in the division, right in the middle. And of course, there's the Nets, half a game behind.
Well, I think for Milwaukee, they've stayed within arm's length of the conference leaders. That in itself is an accomplishment at this point in the season.
You know, I thought maybe they'd have it in them to actually join those leaders this season. But you're right, it's still nice work considering where they are.
Let's check out Milwaukee's starting lineup. Middleton is the 3 with Giannis in at 4. Drew Holiday out there with Grayson Allen. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Nets, Durant the 3 with Griffin at the 4. Joe Harris out there with James Harden. And it's Claxton in at the center position. Well, Grant, you were a master of meshing with your teammates. How key is being on the same page early in the year?
Oh, it's so important, especially early in the season. Teams that can come together and mesh as a core have a great advantage at the start of the season.
Now here's Holiday. Fast break, Brooklyn on up the court.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create. He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track. Just 1 for 5. Not the start they were looking for. Obviously, there's still plenty of time to get on track.
Anytime they want, 24/7, give the ball to Holiday and just let him make a play.
That's good from Holiday.
Shooting from Milwaukee.
Holiday hits them both. It's stolen by Holiday. In transition, here come the Bucks.
Boy, Holiday's a strong guard, does not mind mixing it up at all. He can play physical if he needs to.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he?
The refs are much more lenient with that kind of situation than they used to be.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
And he's going for the lob and stolen by Middleton.
Middleton, a scorer by nature, that time showing you can find his teammates too.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play.
Milwaukee foul. Grayson Allen. His first foul.
And the first one at the line is good. Brooklyn making some changes. Aldridge is checked in for Claxton. And it's Brown in for Griffin. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Connaughton's checked in.
Already a very confident player, knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
And he lobs it up to the rim. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Boy, a dynamic wing with freakish length. Durant is the ideal alley-oop target.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
And out of bounds, the Bucks will take it. All right, now that we have a second, let's take a look at which teams cashed in on the fast break last year. The fourth spot held by the Bucks.
You know, it really made for some exciting games the way this team ran the floor, always maintaining impressive energy in transition.
Oh, stolen by Harris. And he comes up with a bucket.
It doesn't really matter if you body hard enough. He's committed to scoring the basketball, and his concentration allows him to do so.
Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second. That's all it took.
And the basket by Antetokounmpo.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly. Powers through it. At the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
Count the basket.
To me, this is the next step for Giannis, wanting to improve that jump shot, especially off the catch.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Bucks ahead. They lead by 5. And the Greek Freak says he's feeling comfortable offensively.
I'm seeing it go right now. Really.
And Grant, have you ever seen a big man like Giannis who dominates with the dribble drive?
I'm not sure I've ever seen that. I mean, well, Zion 4 inches shorter, but he might be the only other one in that category.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Bucks.
A lot of success from mid-range so far for them, guys. If nothing else works, they can always fall back on the jump shot.
They're also jumping on a lot of turnovers and making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Bruce Brown is out there with James Johnson. Then there's Patrick Mills. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's Carter in at the 2-guard spot. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Allen, he's checked in for the Bucks.
Yeah, you know, the Australian Mills continues to prove his value. I mean, he's extremely good in the locker room. He hustles all the time. And he's a guy who earns and demands respect because of his attitude and consistency.
Allen gets it to go.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Cash. Mills with the bucket.
Boy, pushing the action on the screen and roll. Mills gets the space he needs to finish.
And out of bounds, the Nets will take it. And a look now at the Milwaukee Bucks' upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll go up against the Pacers in Indiana. And then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Him up and hauls it in. Love the high activity level.
It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. It's going to be on George Hill. Some changes for Brooklyn. Claxton comes in for Millsap, and it's Griffin in for Johnson. Giannis Antetokounmpo is checked in for the Bucks. Middleton comes in for Nora. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Good on the bucket.
Want to score in the NBA? Knicks can really force the D to make tough choices.
1:52 left to play in the second quarter. Denied, and they get it back. Stolen by Carter.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
And he gets the bucket.
And, you know, when this shot is available, Giannis takes it, and I like how simple he keeps things in doing so.
Timeout called, Brooklyn. Some changes for Brooklyn. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Brown. Harris comes in for Carter. And it's James Harden in for Mills. Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. Holiday comes in for Hill. And stolen by Middleton. And he lobs it up top. Got a piece of it.
Harden's got such a tremendous feel for the game and sees the whole court. He's a really slick creator.
I like this move to the full court press, putting some extra pressure on the offense.
He's a good guy to have running that particular set. I mean, Durant is not a guy who makes a lot of mistakes in the pick and roll.
And that one falls for Antetokounmpo.
You know, if we didn't quite grasp Antetokounmpo's potential coming into the league, it didn't take long to see that he is really a generational talent. I mean, he's blown us all away with his athleticism and skill set. And I would add to that his work ethic, too. You can tell he's really worked on his body and his game.
That's good from Holiday.
You know, in the case of Drew Holiday, having two brothers in the league, I think probably is added motivation for him to excel.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere.
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was a fast pace for Milwaukee.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Giannis Antetokounmpo. What a contribution.
Through the first two quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
Kicking off the second half, here's Mike Budenholzer's 5. The foundation of this team, Middleton and Giannis, the 3 and the 4. Grayson Allen is out there with Drew Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the center position.
Boy, the slam from the beard. Elevating a little bit. James can go from 0 to 100 pretty quick for a guy of his size.
Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
Trying to get it going. Only 1 for 5 to start the second half.
And that one drops.
A nice finish there. Hardly just calibrated to absorb contact and complete the play.
A hard-fought matchup. 7 lead changes thus far.
And these teams have been sparring from the get-go. Neither able to land the knockout blow. Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
So Brooklyn ends up going with a new group, and the Bucks making a change here. And there's the rejection. And he lobs it up. And the jam by Brown.
Coaches love to see ball movement, especially when it gets you that kind of look.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
Carter, good.
I just love the ball movement.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. And there's the lob. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. With the steal. In transition. Here come the Bucks.
I tell you what, he clearly is one of the best players in the league who does not get the same kind of gas that other guys do. But there's no better all-around guard in the NBA than Drew Holiday.
Oh, there's the alley. Double team on Holiday. And that one good.
Any possession that ends with him finishing at the rim is ideal.
And stolen by Antetokounmpo. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Nets out in front. And now let's take a listen in on head coach Mike Budenholzer. It's the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Durant the 3 with Griffin at the 4. James Harden out there with Joe Harris. And it's Millsap in at the center position. So that's the Nets 5.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. That one's good by Durant. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Nets.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
One other thing they've done very well is getting out in transition. They're running at every opportunity.
And that one's good. Middleton.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh?
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
Oh, return to sender.
You know, he's almost the perfect defensive player. He's got length and strength, and he's athletic. And Giannis plays the game hard all the time, too, which is impressive.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Milwaukee.
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken it.
You know, something else I've noticed is just how many of their baskets have been set up by assists throughout the game.
Claxton, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
Giannis continues to expand his offensive arsenal, and with that, his confidence and ability can actually take over more.
Timeout call. Brooklyn. You look at Giannis Antetokounmpo. What a contribution.
Yeah, this guy is torching them. And so far, their defense hasn't responded.
Level all-around skills, Durant can pretty much score at will.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth.
Last 2 minutes to play. Fourth quarter.
That bucket.
And we've seen Durant now hit big shots before. He's no stranger to the moment. Actually, this guy relishes the moment.
And the Bucks call time here. They're trailing by 1. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. All right, we present our New Balance player of the game, Kevin Durant.
With the way he shot the ball, he had to be the choice. This percentage was fantastic, and he's just done a great job of finding space and taking advantage of every inch the defense gives him.
And the Nets making a change here. Brown's checked in.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish. Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
Yeah, it is unfortunate and embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second. That's all it took. Somebody lit a fire under Kevin Durant.
And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there.
And they need to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt. Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was want to. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're down by 4. And we've got 28 seconds left in the game. It's good from beyond the arc.
Middleton, the kind of player that simply relishes the pressure. He's comfortable taking the big shots.
26 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one until they foul intentionally. There's 25 seconds left in the final quarter, and now they decide to foul intentionally. Good on the first, and that'll put them up 2.
Yeah, you look at Durant's numbers, 50, 40, 90. He's made that club multiple times. One of the few players to accomplish that. And he seems to threaten those numbers virtually every year.
It's all about getting a 3 right here.
No doubt. I mean, the next shot has to be a 3.
Yes!
Man, the attitude of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. Really what you want to see in your team's best player. He's a guy that doesn't back down when the game gets tight and things are on the line.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that'll put him up 2. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until... Thanks, Allie. Great interview once.